Venturing into the dragon lair for some dragons to take on.
Hey Arca, thank you. 23 months. Months. Whoa. That's a lot of months. Senril. We haven't seen Senril in like 10 years.
Right. How are you?
Good. Hi, Yuland.
Hi, hi.
It's probably food videos today.
What?
What?
It can't be food videos today.
Why?
I told Zuvi it wasn't gonna be food videos, so he could go to bed.
Damn.
Plus, we got epilogue, don't we?
I am so tired, Yuland.
Yeah, but you'll get energized from it. You'll go there and you'll be like, oh my god, look at all the cool stuff. Let's go. Zoo, zoo, zoo.
And down she goes.
That thing looks so comfy, Yuland.
Hell yeah.
Except you don't have pants. Is it pants? Oh no, those are pants.
You know who made this?
Nay.
Yeah.
I want my big screen beyond already.
You want what?
I want the big screen beyond already. Alright, let's go.
I also do want you to see one of the what's in the boxes, but I understand if We're doing food videos tonight. That can be another night.
Hmm. Oh.
Oh.
Hmm?
Beyond said that Beyond's bio says working on things, finish line is in sight.
Oh.
Did I freeze excess overlay? I sure did. Bye, chat. You're dead to me now.
Literally?
They don't exist.
Oh,
I can't see what they say.
Ice says hi.
I ice.
Well, don't look at me. Look at Core. He's the one with the camera.
I don't see it, so I just waved in this direction.
Boss misses you already.
I miss Lost One also.
where's this fucking world? I thought I put it in my favorites last time.
You're talking about that, cave?
Yeah.
I have it. I saw it in my favorite list a little bit ago.
What
go
the?
first anyway.
There's a ball of ocean.
You haven't seen it
Yeah.
before?
I've never noticed it before.
I thought you might find it
All those fish are
interesting.
gonna starve. What are they gonna eat?
Whatever you feed them. There it is.
What? Oh. Oh shoot, I made it here before Senro. Oh no, I messed up.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love
Senro, I messed up. I got
Oh.
here before you.
Oh. Well, we're here.
Wait,
You
can
can
you
make
wait?
another instance and I go in first.
Can you make it? Wait, can you add stuff? I feel like we try this every time we mess up.
Yeah, I could try. It usually stops around putting so many videos in. Like, I can only put in like one or two, and then it says, no, no more. Let me try.
Oh, I don't know if you knew this, Shine, but Yuland is
Feeling is what?
my marine biologist.
Oh.
I'm not.
So if you want any and to know anything about the ocean,
I could pick you up.
Yuland,
What is
I'd
this
throw you in the
video?
water.
because you're a marine biologist.
No, because I'm not. And then I'd yell, "Who's the marine biologist now?"
Shine says it makes sense.
Of course he does.
I think we're good, actually. I'm so far able to put in 6.
Oh,
Alright, I need to put a whole bunch in there, then I'm going to sleep.
did you put in those couple that I sent you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, bye, Tor.
Shine, when are you coming to join us for food videos?
You're tall.
I'm bigger now.
Oh, there's a lot from one channel in here. Look at the thumbnail, that probably will put us to sleep. Alright, that's good amount for now. One day Tor will add videos herself. I'm not sure anyone knows how to add videos if they need to.
You see, we didn't do food videos for 2 weeks because Central was on vacation.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Euland?
Plus an additional week since you were... Well, actually, I came back a little early than expected.
I actually know how to add... No, I don't. I don't know how to add videos. Nobody does, only Sen.
You'll all be lost without me. Oh, wait.
Lost would be lost with you, too.
Hmm.
Isn't that right, Lost One?
I will admit, I was fighting the urge to play more Tears of the Kingdom today.
Infamous of me. It was somehow nominated for a Sprudgie. It was a chaotic filming. It's something I didn't think I would ever do.
I can't believe they went for that
Kind
pun.
of doing it again, but we're doing it in a very controlled.
Oh, I got
a little
to
bit more
Eternal
niche way. I don't think I can
when I
ever
ended
handle
yesterday.
making one of those 3.5-hour testing
And-
and tasting videos ever again. Although
You can
it
do
might
stuff-
happen
you can do
someday,
stuff in the
but not
depths, right?
anytime soon. Now I recently went to
Yeah.
Trader Joe's,
Or
as I
you
like
want to
to
do
go
that
get
on
my
the stream,
hummus,
too.
and I noticed that they had a pretty
I guess you
wide
do have a
cold
point.
brew
There's not
selection this
too
year.
much interesting to see
Specifically
down
copies
there.
for cold brew
Other
or
than a
cold brew
few boss
concentrates
fights here and
or,
there and
like,
just some good dialogue
pre-packaged
with,
cold brews. Like, they had a whole
you know
wide
who.
array. And I thought, calling back
There's-
to that video I did a couple
I think
years
there's a lot
ago,
to see in the
maybe
depths.
this year, maybe
But
we
when you're
just try
exploring it,
all of
you don't
Trader
see
Joe's
any of
cold
it.
brew products.
So it's
that's
really
what we're gonna
boring
do
for
today. This
stream.
is also in keeping with the theme of the Cold Brew Chronicles. We're just taking a slightly different
Yeah,
route.
I got
Instead
to
of brewers, we're gonna be
Eternal
looking at
yesterday,
actual, like, pre-made
and
drinks.
it
So,
it didn't take
without further ado,
me
let's get
more than a
started,
few
because
minutes to
I have a couple different
realize that
categories,
they're
and
using
ways
that
we're
town
gonna be
name as a
tasting.
pun. Oh my
Let's just
god.
get everything out on the counter. As I mentioned, we do indeed have a good bit of cold brew to try here. And I had one kind of rule for all these products. I wanted them to be like Trader Joe's exclusive.
She has like
If
a
you've been to a
clock
Trader
in the
Joe's, you probably know that
background,
they sell, like, La Colombe lattes and
but
canned
like
coffee
all
products.
the
I wanted these to be the
numbers
Trader
are
Joe's
weirdly
line,
aligned.
and only those. So
Is that what
let's
it's
find out
supposed to
what we
be?
have today. The first
So
category that we have is what I
0117.
like to call, like, single serving pre-made cold brew. Now with
Oh,
that, we
I thought
have
that was
two
an
different
upside
types
down
of
4.
cans here. We have a vanilla cold brew coffee. We have a standard black cold brew coffee. We have our organic nitro infused cold brew coffee, which now that I'm looking at it, it says it has espresso in it. So We'll find out what's going on here. These are our
It's-
single serving offerings.
It's right
It's
next to the
We have
stove.
ready to drink offerings.
It's on the
we
left
call
of the
them.
stove.
Starting over here, we have ready
Oh,
to drink. This is not a
I see now.
concentrate.
Now
This
it's
is
an
just
18.
pour it out, enjoy it, go for it. Within this category, we also have cold brew bags. Dun, dun, dun.
Cold
Everything
brew
back here. I also
bags?
have already started a batch, and that is very heavy actually. This brews a ready to drink cold brew rather than a concentrate, so I'm considering it in this category. Speaking of concentrates, we also have our concentrate section, and I have 3 of those. You might be familiar with this one. This one is pretty popular. This is their more standard cold brew concentrate. We have seemingly the same kind of line,
hate
but
that
this
clock.
time in a French roast, so
Right?
I'm expecting this one to be
It's-
significantly darker. And then we have this one, which
That
this
clock
one was new
says,
to me. I
"I'm
haven't seen it in
quirky."
past years, but correct me if I'm wrong. We have their coconut cold brew concentrate. Really excited for that one. We're gonna start at the front. We're gonna start with our ready to drink. We will work our way back. Let's get started. Now there are 2 categories that we are going to rate all of these by. They may seem similar, but I want to kind of describe them because I think they're 2 separate things. The first thing is going to be, is
Oh, he
this a
can
nice
like
cup of
keep
coffee?
track of how
Does
long
this
each
taste
of these
good?
takes
Is it
are.
sippable? Do I think other people would enjoy it? That's going to be number 1. That's a little bit more of a general kind of like, is it nice or is it not? The second thing I'm going to be thinking about is, would I buy
Do you think
this
that's why you
again?
don't normally
That is
see
different, because I
clocks
think
in the
there are
backgrounds of
coffees that I
videos?
recognize as tasting good or being pleasant
Yes.
or knowing that other people might like, but the fact of would I buy it again is
Never
a
really
big
thought about
question, and
that.
that will probably be the indicator of which ones win out. There are probably going to be some good ones in here that I don't want to buy again, and we'll see if they end up in the top or if they don't. Anyways, let's just start tasting. I think we'll just start with our traditional black
Ah,
cold
yes, that
brew.
take
100%
was, that
Arabica,
cut was
not too much
less than a minute
information. It says,
long.
enjoy your black cold brew coffee when it best suits you. It suits me now. And I will have everyone note that I'm also post barista shift right now, so I have gotten 4.5 hours of sleep. I've been up for nearly 12 hours. I've already had a quad shot, so today's gonna be interesting. Comes in a can.
Quad shot, Jesus.
It's a pretty nutty cold brew, I'll say. Kind of like a semi-sweet
Coffee
dark
people are
chocolate in there.
nuts.
It's pretty smooth. The
Yeah.
mouthfeel is good. This is just a flat cold brew, by the way. There's no
I've
like
never had
nitrogen,
coffee.
carbonation, like any of that. It's just canned cold brew. As far as cold brew goes, it's pretty decent. It's using a roast that's a little bit
The reason I would
darker,
drink cold brew is
which
because
honestly lends to a
it's
really nice
not
profile
bitter.
of cold brew. It's pretty nice. Let's taste its companion. It's a weird sentence. This one right here. is the
Most of
same,
them are,
except
at
it is
least.
French vanilla. I don't know. I'm not usually a huge fan of adding flavor without adding, like, I suppose, like cream or something. Like, I'm a huge fan personally of like cold brew with vanilla and cream. Not so much just cold brew and vanilla though. All right, here goes nothing. I'm gonna taste it again.
She doesn't like it.
There's something not quite right about this one. The vanilla is not only there in flavor, but it somehow adds a lot of weight to the actual cold brew. It feels very heavy in the mouth, a little bit coating, tastes a little bit artificial. I'm not sure if I like this one too much, especially coming off of this one. This is a severe downgrade, I would say.
All right, I'm going insane.
Moving on from
And I
that,
need chattery now.
we have our organic cold brew coffee. Then below that, nitrogen infused with organic espresso. This is cold brew coffee, confirmed water and organic Arabica coffee beans, but also espresso. So this one should pack a punch. I learned this last time, as this is
I
one
have a
had
screen in
tasted
front
before
of me
in
now
many
and
years
chat
past,
can see me.
to open, pull cap ring up then out.
Hello,
And
chat.
then to activate the nitrogen effect, tip bottle vertically and pour into cups. So I have a cup, and I'm always nervous whenever cans or bottles have like instructions, because I think I'm more likely than not to do it incorrectly. Just confirming again, pull cap ring out then up. Okay, got the cap ring here. To activate the nitrogen effect, tip bottle vertically and pour into cup. Okay, so we're just gonna
Tip
go
it
for kind of
vertically?
like an aggressive pour. Out, up. That
Well-
seemed to go all right. Nice little film at the top here. However, I do see some things happening in the cup, so I think we activated the nitrogen. It's very exciting. Ah, I see. What I was seeing as a film is now kind of coming to like a head with that nitrogen activating. So that's kind of nice. Interesting. I'm not personally a huge nitro cold brew fan. I've had ones that I've liked in the past, but it's not usually what I opt for. I don't know if the nitro adds a lot to this. There's a very particular flavor that I find coffees have when they've either been like nitrogenated or carbonated, and sometimes that tastes really good, but I don't know if this one is my favorite. I think I would have preferred this if it was just like a flat, like standard cold brew. Overall, flavor-wise, it's a pretty mellow cold brew. There's not too much distinct about it. I think the flavors are kind of just a little bit muddled together. There's not the kind of that distinct like semi-sweet chocolate that we had in this. I grabbed the wrong one here. This first one here. Flavors are all right. I think the nitrogen detracts more than it adds in this case. So, looking over our single serve
Nitrogen
drink
is
options,
weird.
I think there's really only one that can go through to our next round. And I think that just
Not
has
sure
to be the
I've
standard black cold
had
brew.
it in a
This is
drink
pretty
before.
tasty. Got some issues with these two. We'll
That's
see
what
which one again
Starbucks
soon.
has.
Let's move on to our
Nitro
next
cold
category.
brew.
Speaking of ready to drink, I have some more options here. Now we have our bottled cold brew right here. This is pretty standard. This one has been around with Trader Joe's for a long time.
Apparently down.
But this is one of the first years
I'm
that
ready
I've
to
seen
drink
this one
coffee.
right here. They're cold brew coffee bags, which means you can brew your own cold brew at your own leisure at home. Now I thought this bag was especially fun because it gave a little bit more information about the actual coffee they're using in the cold brew. Once more, as with most of their coffees, it's all Arabica, Kilimanjaro, single origin. Kind of fun. Additionally, they note that it's a medium roast, and they actually give us some tasting
How do
notes
I do
with
this? Oh, there we
so
go.
they say wet processed, sun-dried, bright acidity with notes of berry and molasses. And that's a nice amount of information, I think. Now, the instructions are pretty simple. Each one of these bags comes with about 4 cold brew brewing bags. Or to say that 10 times fast. They look like this. They're pretty standard. For each recommended brew, you use 2 bags to 7 cups of water. That's what we've done here. I'm gonna go remove
All
these
of
bags.
the
It's been
cold
steeping
brew.
for about 12 hours. Then we'll get to tasting.
I want to give a huge thank you to Standard for sponsoring today's video, because on this channel we look at coffee through a lot of different lenses, some more conventional than others, but it's always in the spirit of exploration and curiosity. If you're looking to dive further into coffee in this way, Standard is a magazine I can't recommend enough. From design
There's a
to
whole
coffee-producing
coffee
countries to
magazine?
drinks to science, this quarterly print will widen your knowledge in so many ways.
Are you
In one of
surprised?
the most recent issues, specifically issue 30,
There's
one of my favorite
magazines?
articles revolved around the Weiss distribution technique, which is the reason you see so many folks raking their espresso pucks with needles. It includes interviews from industry experts you may recognize, along with the history of WDT. These deep dives into coffee and coffee-adjacent topics will really broaden this drink into something that is so much greater. If you're a coffee enthusiast, this is certainly the magazine for you. One of the coolest things right now is also that you can try Standard for free, along with a
Coffee
sample from the barn.
enthusiasts.
The only cost is $9 for shipping when you go to standardmag.com/Morgan. Standard is truly a publication that I stand behind, and I can't wait to hear what you all think.
Welcome back. While we're talking about it, let's just try this first. Now it's 2 bags to 7 cups of water, as I mentioned before, which means we have about 7 servings of cold brew at the end of this. They are defining a serving as 8 ounces, so 1 cup. This is not a concentrate, so we pour and enjoy. To be very careful here. Recommended steeping time for this was anywhere between 8 to 12 hours. Cold brew steeping times are very much up to your personal preference. Usually I end up a little bit on the longer side, so we went for the full 12 hours. All right, some cold brew, let's taste. I do like it. This is honestly quite nice.
Ooh.
Unsure what the roast level was on that canned cold brew that we just had, but I think I might like this a little bit more. This tastes a little bit lighter. You get a little bit more of that kind of like fruitiness. It's nicely balanced. There's still that kind of like
turn it
deep,
back
like
around.
chocolatey, just kind of like smoother undertones that cold brew pretty much always has. But it does
Your
have a
leg gets
little bit more
back.
play in like the acidity, which is nice. That's what I like out of a cold brew. Mouthfeel is good. The bags work
So
super well.
confused what's
There's
going
really
on here.
no,
Hello,
like,
we're watching
no like
videos.
grain or like silt or like fines in any of this. It's a pretty solid cup of cold brew.
Hello, YouTube
now we have
people.
to find out if this matches up though. Cold brew coffee, 100% Arabica, ready to
Oh,
drink,
reveal
smooth
it.
and bold.
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
looking if we have any more information. We don't seem to. So let's dig into this. I got really stubby fingernails, and so this game of like trying to find a grab to peel this off is always kind of fun. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but if you ever really want to like get at me, get under my skin,
This is what I do
comment
on
my
Fridays.
fingernails. That's one sure way to do it. I will also note, for anyone curious,
Comfy
I'm not
time.
using ice today, just because this would be quite a lot of ice, and all of these had adequate time chilling in the refrigerator, so they're all a nice drinking, cool temperature. I'm already starting to feel the effects a little bit of having this much cold brew post-shift on very little sleep. Looks significantly darker than anything we've had. Just gonna check. Yep, it's ready to drink. No dilution. Cheers. This might be weird, but there's something about this that reminds me a little, like 2% like pool water.
Pool water?
Like that very distinct, like kind of like chlorine effect that you get when you like open up your mouth a little bit too much in the pool. That's a little bit
Too
what I
much.
taste here. It's not super major, but it's just, there's just something.
Ramen
There's something that's a little bit
sounds
off
good
here.
as yes.
It's a little
Ramen
community
sounds
pool,
good.
and I wish I had something nicer to say, but that is as distinctly close to this flavor I'm experiencing as I can get. I got questions. Something happened here. I think it's safe to say that out of these two, I would absolutely say that the cold brew coffee bags are going to be moving on. Okay, it's time for concentrates. I am just feeling
Do not
so
drink
energetic
pool
right now.
water.
You all have no idea. Pretty sure at some point in this cold brew series, I'm going to like have some serious problems with how much of this I'm intaking, but perhaps today will not be that day. As I always tell you, I am doing this so you don't have to. Our final section, we have our concentrates. We have a standard original concentrate, if you will. We have our French roast concentrate. We also have a coconut concentrate, which I am not a huge coconut and coffee person. I don't know if we have talked about this before, but I am very apprehensive about this one. Let's start with the
we're not
original.
drinking
Very little
pool
information
water.
on here about the actual
It's with
coffee,
you
besides the fact
guys.
that it is Arabica. However, they do give some suggested use for this. So for this concentrate, they recommend mixing 1 part coffee concentrate to 2 parts milk or water. They also say you can serve hot or iced. I'm not totally sure how one would heat this besides sticking it in like the microwave or like steaming it up with something, but I suppose that's an option you have. Anyways, we're making cold
You
brew.
just
We're gonna use
microwave
water, so
it.
it's a 1-to-2 ratio. Ooh, it's got one of these, which has a tab, which makes this very easy. Let's weigh. 100 grams of concentrate, which means 200 grams of water. I don't think anyone's ever seen it, but just so you all know, I have an entire drawer of tiny spoons in here, and they come in very handy in these videos.
Tiny
We're
spoons.
looking a little bit light on this dilution, but let's try.
That sounds like
The
a lot of
tactile
fun.
is kind of buttery in like a nice way. The flavor is pretty solid. This is a very low acidity cold brew. There's not as much like play and kind of like the fruit
Welcome
flavors as there
back.
were in some of these previous ones. But I think the
That made me
flavors
so
are pretty
mad.
nice. This is like not super complex, but the
I was there,
tactile
like,
is
the
kind
whole
of
time.
buttery. It's soft.
It was just
like it tastes like a smooth chocolatey cold
my
brew.
headset had
Overall,
disconnected from VRChat,
it's pretty
but I was still
nice.
in
So let's try the
VRChat.
French roast. I am rinsing
Oh.
thoroughly the
Oh.
same cup in between
Weird.
each one
So,
of
like,
these tastes
on my
because I
monitor,
do not have the need to do
I could, like,
12
see the
cups and
VRChat
dishes
screen.
today.
I could
They're
still
working
hear everything.
efficiently today, and also I have much experience
But
from doing
in the
these, like,
headset,
massive
I was
hauls in the
at the
past
VR
where
home.
I finished filming and then had like 2 hours
Oh.
of dishes to do. Anyways, we have our French roast. This has pretty much the exact same messaging and information on it that the previous one did. It's again a 1-to-2 recommended ratio, and with it being a French roast, it is expected to be
Should
a
I
good deal
comment on how
darker than
Yolan
this
sounds right
already.
now?
So, 100 grams.
I
of our
already
concentrate.
saw. Did I not sound like that earlier?
It's like the most useless skill to
Uh,
be really good
I
at pouring things
thought you
to
did.
100 grams. But it's a skill.
It just
I have,
wasn't
so
that
do with
noticeable
what you
for me
will.
to comment on.
Some cold brew. Cheers.
This lady just really
Again, I gotta
likes,
go back for a
just
second
really
sip.
likes coffee. Probably
kind of-
insanity.
Here, pardon me while I just wax poetic for a second. But the journey of flavor that this one goes through is a little bit more intense than the last one. I think the main difference I noticed is that like kind of the finish on this is a lot more lingering. I think you experience
now
a
at
little bit more
1:45
kind of like a
p.m.
bite, maybe a little bit of bitterness on the back end of each sip than you did in that previous concentrate. Honestly, the flavor hasn't changed as much as I expected it to. This doesn't taste like a noticeably darker coffee, I would say. I think it's kind of still in the same realm flavor-wise, but I think there is a little bit more of that kind of like roastiness. Like it's just a little bit more of like kind of a roasty bite at the end of each sip. It lasts a little bit
I think
longer.
excess overlay
It's not quite
already
as smooth,
froze.
which makes this actually really hard.
No.
These are pretty closely paired, honestly. They're not that different.
Wait,
think
I
I'm gonna
see
do a
what the
little bit more
clock's doing now.
thinking
Oh, a minute
on that.
passed.
I was gonna take some like thoughtful, you know, introspection. And what better to do that with?
It's trying to emulate one of those old analog clocks,
The
which
coconut
just
cold brew
slowly
coffee
rotate.
concentrate. Naturally flavored.
Huh.
I'm so excited.
See, that
As
would be
with
cool.
Most Trader Joe's concentrate, this is once more a
But
1
it's
to
digital.
2. Clean up my cup. I guess we just make this. I don't want to do
Nothing's
this.
analog
Why did
anymore.
I make this one the last one? Why couldn't I have ended on something delicious? Okay, I'll stop dawdling. Let's continue. This is no shame to you if you particularly like coconut and coffee together. I just happen to not, and so this is a little bit of a dread than it is excitement. Okie dokie.
Full coffee.
Already it smells like lotion. It smells like discount
Lotion?
that you get at the store when you've like forgotten to buy sunblock and you're leaving on a vacation in like 6 hours. Ooh, it's not. Going on though, we haven't tasted yet. We're trying not to make too many
Right, this is
judgments.
the video you sent me.
Once more,
One of them
stir
anyway.
with our tiny spoon. Okay, now we taste. Okay.
Well, mine was
You know
said
that
on the
thing where, like,
videos that people
smell is most
posted.
of your
I'm
taste?
thinking, I
It's
don't
really the
remember
smell
seeing
that is
something
throwing
like this
us
in
off.
there.
As with most like artificially or naturally like flavored and coated coffees, usually the flavor isn't that intense of like
Need
the
to
additional flavor,
just
I suppose.
on my back.
Like oftentimes these are beans that are like sprayed down or have some sort of like artificial flavors added to them. And it usually doesn't taste that strongly of anything, but it's really that like aroma and fragrance you get that affects the entire cup. At least that's how I've experienced it in the past. And the flavor of this, it is the most classic coconut suntan sunblock lotion you have ever smelled. Flavor-wise, it's not a ton of coconut. It really isn't, but the nose is just, it is overpowering. I need to stop sipping this. My problem is if I have a liquid in my hand, I will continue to sip it, so I'm going to put it over there. Out of these, it's definitely not this one. And honestly, thinking back to which of these two experiences was a little bit more pleasant, I'm going to have to go
Oh,
with this
crap,
one.
I
think
just
the kind of
had a
smoothness
that's
of
immersive
flavor
moment
is
there. I'm
really
wearing
nice.
shorts
I kinda
IRL,
liked
and
how
so's my
long
avatar
and
in a way.
adventurous
Although I don't
each
have
sip was with
programmer
this one,
socks on.
But I wasn't a huge fan of kind of that roasty finish. So
Weakness.
we'll move on with our more classic cold brew concentrate. Now that we've done a test over every single Trader Joe's cold brew product that I could get my hands on, I think we have a pretty solid batch of favorites here. As far as quick, easy grab and go, we have our classic cold brewed coffee. It's tasty, it's simple, it's a pretty good option, I think, if you're just wanting a single serve
cold,
of something
it's
to take on the road
brewed.
with you. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more flexibility over how you enjoy
So
your
is
cold
beer.
brew
It's
coffee,
both at the
then
same
both of
time.
these are good options. If you're someone who likes kind of the more control of like brewing your own coffee, if you like to control how long that steep happens for, you
Does
got
that
this
say
option
coffee
right here.
NGS?
With these, again, you have a ton of flexibility
Huh?
in kind of your
It's not
brewing
a-
variables. You do need to have some sort
I
of
thought
like
the bag
larger
said
carafe
coffee
or vase
NGS,
or
but it
jar
says
or
coffee
whatever have you.
bags.
But if you have that,
Oh.
this entire
There's like a
process
wrinkle in the
super
back that
easy.
made
You
the
don't
B and
need
A
to,
look like an N to me.
strain anything
And I was
beyond
like,
just
huh?
pulling out the bags.
That's
It's really
pretty
like
wild.
as easy as cold brew can get. Now, if you don't want to do that, but you still want to have a little bit control over flavor, you have the
that
concentrate
was
option.
poor.
You can dilute to whatever preference.
No, that
You can
was
also
you.
use cold brew concentrates as kind of like a sort of substitute to like a chilled espresso.
No.
So often, if you want to have something that's similar to a latte, you can dilute your cold brew concentrate with milk, and usually that is somewhat similar. And again, since it's a concentrate, you can easily moderate like up or down as you decide how you want to make your coffee. I feel pretty happy with my decisions here. I think I would buy these all again, given the chance. And yeah, this was a fun break and much better than trying every single Trader Joe's coffee product. I just have like flashbacks to that video every time someone mentions it, which someone did recently, and that was a fun story to retell. I don't think I've ever captured the
It
chaos
sounded
of that
like
video,
just throw everything
like
into
I did
one
on that
cup
day.
and
So
try
if
that.
you have any particular Trader Joe's cold brew options that you really love, that you have locally to you, I would love to hear it. Again, I got my hands on as much as I possibly could, but maybe I missed something, and if I did, I would love to try it. So let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, my name
Did all
is
that in
Morgan.
40 minutes.
You can find me here on YouTube once a week plus shorts. Additionally, you can find me on TikTok or Instagram almost every single day. I had a fun time here today. I'm gonna actually take this one with me. I'm gonna go sip some more, Then I'm going to take a very long nap. So, have a good day, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.
A long nap after all that coffee.
Welcome back, everybody. 3 different popcorn products to see how they actually work.
Oh,
So
you
let's
and
get right
look.
to it. First up here are the 3 containers. First up in the center here,
It's me.
this is the Ecolution.
It's
popcorn
freaking
maker.
reviews,
Our boy's
dude.
back.
This was sent to my P.O. box many months ago.
Huh?
I've been kind of hanging on to it. It turns out it's the #1
Our
seller on
boy is
Amazon
back.
with over 60,000
His setup is
reviews.
like
This
nicer
model is only
too.
$13. This is their snack size. They also have a larger model. Next over
Yeah,
here is the
I'm not
Dash
happy about that.
popcorn ball maker.
It's just
I've
not.
never
It's
made
not
popcorn
just in
balls
his
before, so it
kitchen.
sounds kind of pretty fun. I've used a lot of Dash
It's
pots,
not
had good
just
luck with
some
them.
guy
I paid
found a
$20 for
camcorder and made
4-pack. I've got
videos
one
in
right
his
here.
kitchen
I've got
anymore.
one right here. I've got the rest of the boxes right here. This currently has a 4.6-star rating on Amazon, so it's pretty popular. And finally, over here,
YouTuber
this is
setup.
kind of the wild card. This is the Cherry Lane popcorn pods. They say it's a
Although
good way to make
remember,
popcorn.
was it
It kinda
the
looks like one
MRI
of those
guy
rice
that was
cakes
just
in
sitting in the
pot.
corner of some
Warm it up
storage
and it makes
room
popcorn.
and eating things?
Reviews are kind of mixed in this one, so we shall see.
Not
I'm
a
gonna start
storage
in the
room,
center
but like
here,
a
move
room
these
in
out
his
to the
house,
side. I'm
yeah.
gonna do the popcorn maker first. Now, the way this one works is you have this lid here, and there's a fill line, and I measured that's about 1/6 of a cup, so not a lot. So you put the popcorn in there to measure it out. You can optionally put butter
Reviews
in here. but I'm gonna
coffee
do a
has a
batch
higher
without the
tolerance.
butter
I could
first,
see
because
that.
The butter options seem kind of mixed reviews on Amazon. Some people said the butter would burn. Some people said it would make your popcorn soggy. Others said that it resulted in less popped kernels. So we're gonna do a batch without the butter and then one with. So all we're supposed to do is fill this up.
Science.
And that's it, not a lot. It doesn't hold much, only about 1/6 of a cup. Replace the lid and put it in the microwave. They say put it in for about 3 minutes, but listen to it and make sure it's not burning. So let's head to the microwave and put it in there.
Is that
And we're
glass?
off. We're only about a minute and a half in, and it sounds like it's almost done.
Huh.
All right, that was only about a minute and 40 seconds. The handle is not hot, so that's good. It does look mostly popped. Let's check it out. And the lid is not hot either. Let's pour it in here. There's a couple of unpopped kernels in here, but not bad. I would say it doesn't make a lot, but it's a good snack size amount of popcorn.
You make this for a literal baby?
I mean, it's popped, but it needs something. All right,
I
so
don't
it's
know.
certainly popped
A
in.
lot of
Most
popcorn
the kernels
bags are way
popped in
too
here,
much
and
for
it
me.
tastes fine. It needs a little salt. But let's let it cool down and try the butter option.
They're
to
not
see how
designed
that
for
goes. All right, it is cool
for
back
one
down
person
room
to eat
temperature. Let's
anyway.
try it now with butter and see how that goes.
Yeah.
But now we're going to add a pat of butter to
I
the
used to
top
eat just
here.
popcorn
This is what we
bags
got. It's
all
going
the
in
time.
microwave. We shall see.
Oh, so where you put the butter on top like that?
I'm really curious about this butter based on some of the
Yeah.
comments I read. It looks like about a minute in, the butter seems to be already gone. All right, seems to take a little bit longer.
Who knew? Butter
Had
melts
an air
really
popper.
What
fast.
do we got here? The butter's definitely gone. Here we go.
Yeah, I had an air popper, and you cook it the same way. You put the butter in a little
well, you know
dish
what?
on
I would
top,
say the
and
butter
all
is
the
not
hot air melted
burnt,
it.
and it doesn't seem
And then you
like
just
it
pour it
affected
over
the
when it's
popcorn
done.
much. Maybe
How
it
did they
took
burn the
10 seconds
butter?
longer.
In the bowl,
I
of
don't really
course.
think it came out burnt or anything. A lot of people
This
seem
is
to have a problem
Amazon
with it.
reviews.
I'm not able to duplicate that problem. To me, it looks fine. Does it taste buttery at all? A little bit. Maybe I needed more butter. No, maybe it wasn't enough. It's a light butter flavor. I like it. I think it came out good. And so why did I not have a problem while a lot of people on Amazon did? Maybe I didn't use as much butter as they do. That could have some effect on it. If you only want a small amount of butter like I use, it seems fine.
Maybe I didn't use
think
as
it works
much
pretty
butter
well.
as they
So let's
did. Maybe
move
they're
on to
using
the next item.
an odd
All right, it's
type
time
of
for the
butter that doesn't
popcorn
go well in a
ball
microwave.
maker now.
Maybe
I
they're
had a
fucking
lot of luck with Dash
stupid.
products.
I don't know.
High hopes for this one. So for the popcorn ball maker, all you're supposed to do is mix up your recipe, use the base to scoop up some popcorn, twist the lid on top, and optionally add a popsicle stick.
What?
When you're done, put them on wax paper, and that's it. Now I need kind of a big
Popsicle
batch of
stick?
popcorn, so the first popcorn maker really doesn't fit the bill. I have to let that one cool down.
Popcorn
which
on a
means this would
stick.
take too long.
Yeah,
I'm
use
gonna
your fuse
my Star
power.
Crazy to make a big batch of popcorn balls. First up, make half a cup of popcorn kernels.
Go.
Next up, I have to melt 3 tablespoons of butter and 2 cups of mini marshmallows and pour it over the popcorn.
That
and
looked
mix
like
it
more
up.
than 3 tablespoons.
All right, now we're supposed to use the base to scoop out some popcorn and the lid to smash it down. You twist it.
Wait.
And
Things only for
supposedly-
making the ball part
popcorn
of
ball,
the
let's see.
popcorn?
Well, not bad. Really.
Yeah.
Let's try another one. I guess you could just use the same one over and over again. You don't have to use multiple.
This seems
You're
pointless.
scooping it out. Oh, I got a big mess right there. Oh man, I am making a
Well,
mess.
you don't want to get your hands sticky.
You're still
Wait,
gonna
this
get
is
your
what
hands
chopsticks are
sticky with
for.
this?
Sticking it this time,
For sure.
and then you can just remove the cap. Oh, I got a big mess. All right, I'm gonna let these cool, but I think they came out pretty good actually. What do you guys
I
think?
don't think he got any on
Pretty
his
simple,
hands.
pretty easy. Someone in the comments said you could do it just as easy by hand. Let's try that out. Well, it's a lot messier. I can already tell.
There we go.
Let's see. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good by hand, and my hands are messy. I think the popcorn ball maker is superior to using it by hand. It's very simple, very quick.
You had to buy
Here's my 3
something.
containers. I did that one by hand. It doesn't look terrible, but
It looks like it's
definitely messier.
$5.
Here's the one with the popsicle stick, which looks pretty nice. And here's the one
How much
without.
do you think
it's
it
pretty
is?
simple, but I do think the popcorn ball maker does work. What do you guys think? Now, last but not least, let's try the popcorn pods. Now, as far
a
as
few
the
years ago, I
instructions
would
go,
have said
you're supposed to put it in
$5. It's
hot,
probably
cover it while
worth
letting the
about
steam
$9
escape,
now.
and let it go about 4 to 8 minutes.
Shine,
Let's take a
look
look
it
at
up.
one of these here. Okay, I've got 4 different flavors. Let's just get the butter flavor out of here. That's what it looks like. Nice packaging, I'll say that. Now I paid
We're at
$11.50
VR. We
for a
can't look
4-pack.
things up right
That means
now.
Each one of these is kind of expensive.
We don't
Oh,
have
wow, it's kind of a
overlays.
buttery
No.
feeling,
This
like
is why I
almost like a rice
clicked
cake.
it. It
Kind
looks
of has a
interesting.
slick feel to it. So all I'm supposed to do is put this in a pot and warm it up. Very interesting. All right, let's head over to the stove and put it in there and see what happens. So we're just supposed to put it in the bottom there. Cover it up, medium to low heat.
It looks like one of those
see what
fish
happens.
auto feeders
The
that you leave in
instructions
there
don't
for a
say
week.
stir it or anything like that. You just put it in there and wait 4 to 8 minutes.
Reminds me of those
It seems like
Mexican
that
hot
outer coating
chocolate.
of butter is starting to melt. I'm starting to see the first signs of activity in there. I'm going to give you the play-by-play here of this popcorn pod. It looks like the edges are kind of breaking off a little bit too.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're breaking off. And we're starting to get a little bit of sizzle down on the bottom there. Our first pop, 3.5 minutes. And we're definitely going now at the 4-minute mark.
oh, it's
We're making
going.
progress.
It's going.
Smells good. I can definitely smell the butter popcorn smell. I think we're just about done at the nearly 5-minute mark.
Oh.
Bailey loves when I drop some, don't you, Bailey? Here we go. It looks good. It smells good. Let's take a taste and see what we got. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good.
He's
Oh,
bad
good
at
flavor,
eating
very
popcorn.
buttery. Not a lot of unpopped kernels either. I mean, it's about
What
one
are you
big
saying? You're
bowlful.
supposed to
I
grab
like
it up
the
with a
process.
handful and
The
just shove it
taste
in
is
your
very
mouth?
good. The amount is fine.
He's supposed to
I like
grab
everything
less
about
if
this
he's having
except for
trouble
the price.
getting it in
But
his
let's,
mouth.
let's recap all
Spills
of these
every
items we
time.
tested here. Now, as far as the e-collusion,
We should find one of his older videos,
it
Yoland.
worked very well. I used a very small amount of butter and I didn't have a problem with that. Some people seem to have problems with larger amounts, I guess.
So we can see his
Doesn't make a
kitchen,
lot,
and
but
then
they do
if
have
we're
bigger
lucky, we
size.
can see his
The
yuck.
butter might be an issue if you put too much on there, but overall, I think it works quite well. It's pretty cheap as well. Now, as far as the popcorn ball maker goes, I mean, I think, look at that, it looks great. I think that actually came out pretty nice. It was much more elegant
why
than
would
doing
you
it by
want it as
hand.
a ball?
I'm not sure you need 4 of them, though. You can just use it
Yeah,
over and over
I
and
don't
over
know
again.
why you would
So
want it as
I
a
guess if you have
ball.
multiple people doing it, you need 4, but really, you only kind of need 1. But if
I
you're in
guess
the
to
market to make
replicate
popcorn
the
balls,
snack you get
this
at a
might
fairground.
be a relatively cheap and effective option. This was just one of many recipes they have, by the way.
Oh,
Now, this
I'm
cooled
looking
off
at
Said
the
the
a
channel
price
bit.
now.
for it,
This is
relatively cheap.
Oh my god. That looks annoying to eat.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, as far as the popcorn pods go, I really
okay.
like
I'm looking
everything
at the
about it.
channel
only thing I
now.
didn't
There's
like
some
about it was the
interesting
price. That
stuff
seemed
in
to be the
there.
main concern people online
What's
as
up?
well. If they could bring this price down, I think they'd be onto something. But almost $3 for one bowl of popcorn, no matter how good it is, and it's pretty good, that's going to be a tough sell. But that's all I've got. If you've tried any of these popcorn products, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.
I think he added like he's just more polished to his video, Yoland. It's not as
Yeah, I hate it.
but corn in a ball. You don't want me in a ball.
It'll be like a little hamster ball.
$3 for a pot of popcorn is pretty expensive, honestly.
I mean, you could get the bag of popcorn, like the box that has tons of those bags for like, what, $7?
Or even like like a jar with popcorn kernels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll last you a while, yeah.
Popcorn in a ball and dunk her in it. No, don't dunk me.
I don't like these sounds.
This is an ASMR video.
What are they doing with that ball? Why do they wrap it up like that?
Because it's dope. This literally looks like Play-Doh.
It kinda does, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Remember the final result was little pumpkins. Kinda global. I remember
That
hearing
seems like
the recipe for it before.
that seems like a really tedious process to make all of these.
For the art.
No fucking shot. They got 7 of those on one ladle, and they're all face up.
Not even a dozen tries. Fried pumpkin.
Wait, does this mean it's close to the turret? Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know how many of you saw, but a lot of Bed Bath & Beyond stores are closing, and could be a good opportunity to go get some kitchen utensils if you need any.
Mm.
Or bed and bath stuff, too, if you want any of that. Although there was stored near me, all the comforters were cleared out already. I'm a little
Oh, damn.
surprised. But all I found that was worth getting for me was it was a garlic masher. Did see some nice air fryers, but they're still pretty pricey. Are they closing down? Just no business isn't good enough, I guess.
I can't remember if they were in some, like, scandal or not.
I
Or if
don't
they're
know.
just not doing well.
I'm guessing the latter.
I haven't heard of any Bed Bath Beyond scandals.
Our generation's not shopping.
Because we ain't got no money.
I don't know what they made, but it looks yummy.
It almost looks like a curry paste at the bottom, although that would conflict with sweet thing. Maybe I just want curry right now.
Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on
Here we
this
go.
terrible video. Today, we are going to be eating
Oh, it's
cursed
90 minutes long.
foods. Now, if you don't know what a cursed food is, there's not really a definition. If you just Google cursed foods, you'll get a good idea of what I'm talking about. And they're just really disgusting foods that shouldn't exist.
Core
shouldn't
be like,
made,
cursed
and shouldn't
food,
be
I
eaten. So
sleep.
today, I'm going to make them, and I'm gonna eat them. We also got a second
Pumpkin
camera
soup.
angle
I
right here, guys.
actually
Check
don't really
this
like
out, 'cause I want
pumpkin.
you to see the food up close. The first thing we're gonna do is make ourselves a watermelon pizza. I don't know why this exists, but somebody decided to take a watermelon, put pizza sauce on it, put cheese on it, put pepperoni on it, and then stick it in the oven and eat it. It's
The pineapple wasn't enough, huh?
Alright, so I have all my ingredients right over here. You can't see them, but here's a picture of all the stuff. There's a couple things that are like in the fridge or whatever, but
Oh, what else is in there?
let's make the pizza. My dog's
I
in
saw
here,
cereal.
for moral support, and
I also
because
saw
I think
cereal.
They might be hungry. We just fed them, but
Dog butt.
you know, dogs like human food a lot more than dog food. Here we go with the pizza sauce. Smells pretty good. The cheese. More cheese. And the pepperoni.
Be big sleepy.
Good pepperoni. Now, I don't actually know how long I'm supposed to put this in the oven for, but I got my beautiful assistant here to do it for me. Yeah, make sure you don't ruin the pizza, okay? Alright, thank you. Alright, so while the pizza cooks, guys, we are going to move on to something
That's a
else.
cat.
I think we'll start with something kind of mild here. It's Mr. Noodles.
I think there's a cat
with
and a
peanut
dog.
butter on it. It could taste good, you know.
Wait, what's on that?
Managed to,
Oh, peanut butter.
separate 2 halves
That
of the, noodles.
could be okay.
There we go. That's
Got 2 savory things.
And now,
Wait, I've done
peanut
this.
butter on it. I don't like that
Oh,
sweetened peanut
how was
butter
it?
garbage. I like the all natural.
They're better separated.
Okay, just letting you know.
Good answer.
That's good. Look at that. Oh yeah. How does that look?
That is a very runny peanut butter.
Well, this is our taste test of the day.
I have ate ramen like that before too.
It's edible. Yeah, it's not bad, honestly.
It's edible.
Didn't think it would be. It's just some dried peanut butter. I like both of those things. The flavor of all that. Shush, 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 shush. That's my dog. I had to kennel her because she really wanted to eat my food. I'll give her some later. Okay, so this next one I am a little bit iffy about. I don't think it's gonna taste good. I mean, I love salsa con queso. I love chocolate chip cookies, especially these ones. These are really good.
This isn't
chocolate
really
chip cookies.
cursed food, we're just combining weird things together so far.
Brand new bottle of salsa con
Well, that's what makes it cursed.
Yeah, I was just thinking something high effort, like actually baking something with some weird ingredient in it,
cheese.
or multiple weird ingredients.
Can't really even get it in there. Fold it in half. It's all good.
Break it in half. There you
There
go.
you go. Meow.
I survived. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it might have been a little bit vomit-inducing, but it honestly just tasted like a chocolate chip cookie and some cheese. Not the end of the world. Now this next
I was
one,
thinking maybe he'd like
I'm
think this
not
was the
really
best
sure
thing ever,
what
but
it
his
is. I think that
face
might
made it
be
look like
wieners,
he's
but
dying.
I'm not 100%. It's Rice Krispie squares with some sort of meat in between, so we're gonna use wieners. There's lots of wieners in
Some
this
sort of
video.
meat.
Thank you.
I thought it was done with spam.
Beautiful wife helping us out today. We got our Rice Krispie squares. We've got one wiener. Let's put it together. As you can see, this is a wiener. Break that in half. Put it right there. Put that on top of it.
Yeah.
You got yourself.
Or like a high effort version of this is making a baked Rice Krispie with bits of hot dog in it. Well, higher effort.
It's pretty good. I think I could probably keep eating this one. It's a nice departure from a normal hot dog, you know? Instead of just having a boring bun, you got a rice-based bun instead. 4 out of 5. What do you think you're doing? Alright, we've got some good news for you. The watermelon pizza is now ready. I think it looks...
I do not have high hopes for this one.
I don't know. It smells like a sweet pizza. You know? I mean, tomato sauce, pizza sauce is kind of sweet. Pizza. I think it's gonna be a good combination. watermelon? Why are you so hot? I feel like the toppings could just slide right off this thing. Let's give it a shot. My wife is screwing her face up. It's not good. I would give it 2.5 out of 5. Is that fair?
It's half.
I mean, it's not going to be the worst thing I eat today, but definitely is not the best. Take it away, lady. It was very tempting to maybe like rip off all the toppings and just eat those and leave the watermelon. You know, I think those are things best enjoyed separately. You know what I need right now, guys? To wash down that watermelon pizza. I have just the thing. Hot chocolate with delicious. My wife is now gonna bring me over a nice steaming
I don't like the
cup of
look
hot
of that.
water. And right over here, we've got some hot chocolate mix.
Hello?
And I've got some
Hi.
wonderful cheese curds. I
Good
can
morning.
use this mozzarella that I use on the pizza, but cheese curds are the best type of cheese, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, here we go. Nice hot cup of water. Add some hot chocolate.
Don't tell
mix to
anybody.
that. Lots of that. You gotta get lots of chocolate in there.
My lips
They'll
are
never know.
sealed.
Hot chocolate. Gonna grab a handful of cheese curds.
No one saw anything.
Just pop them
Cheese?
right in there. Oh, jeez.
What?
Making a mess, but that's okay. That's
Why do you
expected.
put cheese in
the
there?
hot chocolate.
Mix it all up.
Why?
And while we wait for
What do you
that
mean, why?
to
That's
get
the
nice and
recipe.
cheesy, I'm just gonna give a treat to my dogs because they're being as good as they can. Okay. Now for some reason, this photo has a person using a fork for this. I think I'm just gonna stick to a spoon. I think a spoon might be the best answer here. This cheese is not melting very much. We might need to give it some more time. Let's see what else we got on the list here, huh? Come back.
Make it hotter.
It'll all be a nice even temperature. I know what we can do next. This one right here, it's a reverse hot dog. It is a wiener with a bun in between with some mustard on top. Now I think this one is going to require a little
You
bit
know,
of
some fast food place would
Wiener
do
with
that.
the bun in
I'm not
betweener.
sure. I think they just straight up just cut a big old slice through the
Band.
wiener.
What?
A piece out of the bun as well. Now
Band.
we need to get that bun into the wiener. Look at that. That's perfect. It's amazing. It's so cute. I don't even like mustard, guys. I don't even have any mustard. I had to buy some just for this video, but I gotta stay true to the original. That's the good stuff. Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful reverse hot dog. I mean, I already know this is gonna taste good, guys, but you know, you gotta have some good taste.
The dogs want it too.
I didn't eat lunch. It's currently like 3:30, so yeah, this is my lunch. So now we can wash it down with some cheesy hot chocolate. Okay, what the hell, man? These curds didn't even melt. I guess that's kind of what cheese curds don't do. You know, that's why they put them on poutine, because they stay curdy and then they squeak, but nah, it's fine. I'm not gonna try again. I'm just gonna look. Take a look at that. It's cheese, it's hot chocolate. It's gonna be delicious. You know, I think changing the recipe for this one was a good choice. I quite enjoyed that. It's one of those foods where you can separate the taste. You know, you can still have that delicious chocolatey hot chocolate, and then you can taste the squeaky cheese. I would give this 3 out of 5. You know what? I think I want another hot dog, but this time I don't want to use a bun. Now, in my last episode of Make Me Suffer, I showed you guys a hot dog, but the bun was a pickle. I've got pickles right here. I've obviously got hot dogs. You've seen them. So we're gonna I bought the biggest pickles I could find. Some of these are freaking big, so I think we should be all right. Fun fact, my mom hates pickles, so this is gonna be a fun one. Alright, so here's our pickle. I need to boom. So it's actually a pretty pickle. It's not quite as long as the wiener, but it's still close. I think we might have to like cut it some pickle. I think that might be the best way to do this. I've never done this before, but I think it's gonna taste pretty good. Well, relish. People have relish on hot dogs. It's usually a hot dog condiment. I think that's probably good enough. I mean, the hot dog is on the pickle. That's fine.
He's cheating.
Decent. Honestly, I think I enjoyed the cheese hot chocolate more than this, so I'm gonna give this one the 3 out of 5. Probably rather just enjoy a pickle by itself than a wiener by itself. It's just that it's not a good wiener to pickle ratio.
So far, but every one of these.
Alright, I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. I know you really want to see it, and I really want to try it. This is the first one that contains something that isn't actually a food. The Pepto Dog.
Oh, here, that one. This is from the thumbnail.
I just need a wiener, I need a bun, and I need some Pepto Bismol, which I got right here.
I guess if you put that on something that gives you heartburn.
For this video, I spent $60 on all the stuff here, but I already had Pepto because I'm prone to heartburn.
Yeah, yep.
This is gonna be the first one to get like the lowest score possible. What is a low? I guess 1 out of 5 is the lowest score. Yeah.
No,
Did I
0
get
out of 5 is the
I
lowest.
think they something 2. I don't know. First class taken care of. Boom. We've got ourselves a normal hot dog. Now, serving sizes are important, guys. You don't want to overdo it on the Pepto. They recommend, I think it's one of these for an adult. Just fill this up once. So, yeah, let's do that. I think this is cherry Pepto. Yeah, it's cherry. I mean, jeez. Can't go getting that crappy normal Pepto Bismol. It just doesn't taste good. Are you ready? Isn't it gonna like spill as well?
Even is the taste of Pepto.
There it is. A little bit more maybe. Why not? It's not like I'm gonna eat the whole thing anyway. Ah, now this right here is a cursed food. Gotta smell it. It doesn't smell like a hot dog at all. It just smells like Pepto Bismol. Oh, weird. I don't taste the Pepto, I just taste that cherry, you know? Like that cherry flavoring on the Pepto.
Oh, lordy.
1.5 out of 5. I'm not giving it a bottom score because it's not like it made me throw up or anything. Though there was a point where I thought that maybe my body was going to start rejecting it. It didn't. We're good. Pepto Bismol, 1.5 out of 5. I don't recommend you eat it. I think we only have 2 things left. Now I'm going to get my wife to go fry up a little bit of bacon because one of the things is going to require some bacon. And while she's at that, we're going to have a little breakfast. Now this one right here is pretty much the king of shitty food. It was literally just made for a picture. I think most of these things probably were just made for a picture, but it's a bowl of Cheerios with 2 uncooked wieners and a slice of cheese. Now I'm going to do a slight modification to the recipe here, guys, because I mean, who needs 2 wieners? I'm not going to eat them all anyway. I'm just going to use 1 uncooked wiener. I mean, uncooked wieners are not really uncooked, I'm pretty sure, so we'll be alright. I shouldn't get any... Whatever. Here's a bowl. Add the Cheerios. It's always important to spill a little bit as well. Oops, didn't mean to feed my dogs. They're being pretty patient, okay? They're not making a whole lot of noise. You haven't heard them very much. I mean, you might have heard a little bit of a clickety-clack as they walk around the house, but, yeah, they're good. So let's go ahead and throw it in. Looking pretty good so far, if I do say so myself. Slice of cheese. I think maybe in the photo it's like a slice of non-processed cheese, you know, like the hard cheese, like cheddar or whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna use a slice of processed cheese. It's extra shitty. You cannot get worse cheese than like.
Why didn't he use that cheese for the hot chocolate?
Some random brand. Anyway, right there.
You're designed to melt, yeah.
Right down in the bowl. There we are. Hanging it over the side a little bit. Looks delicious. Let me go grab the milk. Here goes the milk. That's right. Okay. So I guess the best way to sample this, since it's not like a uniform food that you can...
This is a trademark thing at this point, Archon.
Spoon on this. At least I would assume someone would use a spoon if they're eating breakfast. So let me get my spoon here from the hot chocolate. And we'll just get a little bit of each. We'll see how that tastes. A little bit of wiener here. Get a little bit of cheese. There we are. Get a little bit of milk in there. Oh, there goes the cheese. And there we are. Look at that. We got a little bit of everything. Oh my. Not good. Ah. What a terrible combination of food. Fuck. I almost want to give this, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give it a 1.4 out of 5. Because I want to put it below the Pepto Dog.
He's so generous with the scoring.
Jesus. Cheerios and hot dogs and cheese, no thank you. That was bad. And then I realized the next thing is very, very similar. It's gonna be sweet, it's gonna be salty, it's gonna be cheesy. That's right, guys, I'm talking about the Pop-Tart bacon and cheese sandwich.
What the hell is
It's a
this?
Pop-Tart. It's bacon, it's cheese, and another Pop-Tart on top.
I feel like that's college food right there. Just grab whatever's around the house and mash it together.
Meanwhile, let's go ahead and...
No, that college food, stoner food.
Pop-Tarts are perfectly portioned for this, guys. Just like 2 slices of bread. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You guys can see it's now melted. I'm going to grab my spoon again.
Yeah, definitely looks like stoner food.
And put it on the Pop-Tart. This is even shittier than in the picture, honestly. I think maybe we need a little bit more cheese, but let's not. Let's just leave it as it is. As I said, I'm not going to eat the whole thing anyway unless I love it. And I don't think I love it. So these are strawberry Pop-Tarts. Those are the same ones as in the picture, I'm pretty sure. You can see it's got that melty, cheesy goodness in there. Oh yeah. This is the finale. The last one. I think it might be the worst. I think this might end up being the worst because there's so much like strawberry filling in this. I haven't quite registered all the tastes right now. I can only taste the Pop-Tart. I think it's so overpowering, it's just blocking out the rest. Definitely got some cheese and bacon in there. Now I'm tasting it. 3.5 out of 5. Final answer. So, what do we have here? The worst food out of all of them was the the Cheerios and the hot dog and cheese. Next up from that was the Pepto Dog and so on and so forth. All my rankings, they're in there. I've seen them. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like because this took a lot of money and time, and I don't know if it was worth it or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh.
Spaghetti were somewhat successful
Oh dear.
last time, but it turned out it
Oh,
was
no.
for the water to penetrate. But instead of calling
At
it
least this
quits,
is short.
I'm doubling down. So this time we're gonna make spaghetti globe. Good enough. You teach me and I'll teach you. Spaghetti globe. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Spaghetti globe.
What?
Like to sleep after this.
Oh God. Well, we're gonna need a little prayer on this one. Oh, there goes the other half. It's still holding together, so we're just gonna keep going, I guess. Oh, I walked away for too long. I don't know if we can fix this. Back in the poke bowl you go. Hot? Well, first of all, shucks. It basically all fell apart. Now we're just gonna let that cool off. Look at you. Now that's an unspicy meatball. We've come this far. Don't you think we should fry it?
Don't fry it. Oh.
Well, that accomplished almost nothing. Oh, wait, no. We were gonna break it in half anyway, but not like this. Not like this. Okay, spaghetti globe. Here we go. It tastes like, little pieces of spaghetti with cold tomato sauce on it. Kind of a lot of effort for not a whole lot. I'm gonna have to give Spaghetti Globe a 2.5 out of 5. Bop, 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 bop.
Yep, sure is a bowl of noodles.
Who the fuck
Oh my
added
god,
that?
ball sacks! It went from this to this. What the f? Today
Oh
we're gonna
dear.
make Asmon's steak and potatoes first. We'll have Onibro try that, and then we'll move on to how I like to have my steak, and I have like veggies and potatoes and all that stuff on the side as well. I'm gonna try to copy Asmon's steak recipe as close as I can to the best of my ability. So if I see people going, oh my gosh, you fucked up the steak, what's wrong with the steak? I don't wanna hear nothing. I don't wanna hear none of that shit. Don't ruin Asmon's recipe, guys. Have you even tried Asmon's recipe? How do you even know I'm gonna ruin it?
He fucking ruins
the steak until it was brown. I feel like in Canada, the prices are so expensive, there's no $2 steak. So what I was able to get is $10 steak. It's 2 steaks for $10. However, these steaks are really
That's
thick.
cheap.
It's way thicker than what Asmon using. Asmon was basically using just like one
Might not be good
tablecloth
quality,
thickness
though.
of beef. It's not ruined, guys. I tried my best to look for the steak that he got. I even went to Walmart
Didn't
to
even
get the
do
steak,
step
guys.
one
Yeah, I did what I
accurately.
could. Please. I'm gonna take my
Step
cutting
one.
board out. Ooh. It's got the logo on the side too. I have the onigiri logo. I have my donhiki on this side. Okay, I want to cover up this cutting board because I'm going to be working with raw meat. So I'm going to use another cutting board for the raw meat first, and then we'll move on to other stuff using the actual cutting board. So this is the steak.
Finally,
This was
3
the
cutting
quote-unquote
boards on
cheap
stream.
steak I was able to get, but it was $10. You guys can see here, but the steak is quite thick. I don't know if you guys can tell. So I'm gonna actually fillet it this way to make it thinner. So basically, essentially, it is $10 for 4 steaks, even though it's technically 2. I have 4 here. I'm gonna be doing 2 like the way that I want to do it, and then 2 the way that Asmon does it. I'm gonna try my best to fillet this steak. Man, I'm really curious where he gets his steaks from. Oh yeah, this is thin enough. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. It's not thin enough. It's thin. It's good. Meat shrinks, guys. Once it gets put through heat, it'll shrink. And I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, we're pretty much like halfway there, guys. This is just an extra step I have to do because my steaks are thicker than his. Flatten it with a mallet more? You think so? I have a mallet. Let me go get it. I have a mallet. Which side do you think I should use? The spiky side or the flat side? You guys said smooth, right? Okay. This is how he likes his steak, though. It's gotta be thinner, I guess, is what you guys said. So I'm gonna try my best to get it thinner. If this is not flat enough, I don't know what is. This has to be flat enough, right? How flat is the steaks? Look how thin this is. It's like, it looks like fabric. While the steak is heating, he made potatoes, right? So let's do the potatoes. I think he used a fork and then he just stabbed the shit out of it. We're gonna stab our potatoes. I'm gonna do 2, one for me and one for Onibro. I'm actually really excited to see what Onibro feels about the steak. I'm gonna like season the shit out of it. Do you remember if you wrapped it in saran wrap or not? Or did you just like literally chuck the potato in the microwave? Although this is not true recipe, I did wash my potato. I'm sorry, I washed my potato. Is that okay? God damn it, really?
Ruined.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some 2 dirty ass potatoes then. I forgot that I washed them. These are my 2 potatoes that are not washed. You can tell by how dirty my gloves are. It's like dusty. I'm literally sprinkling dirty potato dust on my steak right now. Oh my god, my glasses are so dirty from the potato juices. So this was 5 minutes? Was it? How long did he put it in for? 8 minutes? Okay, his potatoes were really big. I'm gonna put this in for 8 minutes. I'll do 2 together at the same time. If this explodes in my microwave, I'm gonna be very sad. Okay, let me make sure all my ingredients are ready. He has steak seasoning. I have pepper. We have
A1 sauce, which I've never tried before. We have Worcestershire sauce. I have the Japanese kind, and I think he used lemon pepper. So we have all our ingredients together. Shall we start cooking now, guys? I don't remember if he oils the pan. I sure hope he does, because I'm gonna burn my pan if I don't. So I have oil.
Does he oil it?
Butter? Oh, okay. I have an old nub of butter here that I'm gonna use. This has to be enough, right? Onibro, can you put this away for me? Like, put it in a Ziploc bag. I swear to God, I tell Onibro to put things in the fridge for me. He puts it in the fridge like this. Put it in a bag. This is a lot of butter, guys. And doesn't butter burn on high heat? Yes and yes. It's just burning. I should just let my butter burn. Oh my God, this is painful. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna do the pepper first, since I know that for sure. Do my pepper. Okay, I have table salt. I'm gonna get my table salt. Oh, and then he has lemon pepper. Does he just lay it on? Lay that on like this? It's burning! My butter is burning! And then steak sauce, or steak seasoning. Can I flip it now? It's curling! Oh my God. That looks like his. You tell me this actually doesn't look like his? Like, to a T. It doesn't look anything like Aspen's. It looks exactly like his. His was equally black. The sauce theory. Oh, right. Oh, wait, he put A1 sauce on it? He did? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat back on. Like, literally, this is burning right now, so I gotta, like, take a chill pill and just do that. Holy can you guys even see anything still? Where's his plate? Let me get his plate. Oh, I forgot the Worcestershire sauce. Oh, God damn it. It's okay. It's still not too much. We can still fix this. Okay, I have my Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna cut this on my... I feel bad cutting this piece of steak on my new cutting board. Ruined? It's not ruined. It looks like his. His looks just as black, chat. I don't know what you're talking about. The steak is there. It actually doesn't smell that bad. I still want to reuse this pan for like the actual steak and also to saute some mushrooms. I think it's gonna taste fine. You guys are just nothing. Let me go grab another paper towel. Is my potatoes done? I think so. Oh my God, my potatoes look like ball sacks. It went from this
How'd
to
she
this.
mess them up?
What the Aspen's potatoes didn't look like this. Is it because my potatoes are small? Remember, I didn't wash this. This is a dirty potato. I swear they're just regular russet potatoes, which is exactly what he did. I'll just try it first real quick. Let me grab a niblet. Okay, I'll cut it for... It's so hard to cut. I can feel the resistance. I cut it for him so he can have an easier time eating it. Okay, Onibro, here, try it. There it is. Ooh, yummy. How's the taste? Do you like it? Oh, that's jerky. Oh, that's like actually jerky. That is not a steak anymore. He's basically just eating jerky. If you think of it as jerky, it's not bad. Yo, Onibro ate quite a bit. He ate like half the plate. He's actually tripping. He's going back for more potatoes and more steak. He gave me a 7 for omelet rice yesterday, but he gave jerky a repeat eat out of 10. Look how much he ate. What the he killed it. 8 out of 10? I can't right now. Should I just retire? What am I even doing here? Okay, these potatoes are pretty bomb. Microwave potatoes? I think he's onto something. It's actually unironically kind of good. Gary wanted to bully Aspen. Yeah, I wanted to on him so bad. And I was just like, kind of good though. Okay, so this is the dry aged one, which is just salt and pepper. I'll put it in and let that rest for like an hour and a half. Chat, can you set a timer for an hour and a half, please? Don't know, can we? Oh my God, don't pull an English teacher on me. I'm assuming at least one of you guys did a timer. So normally for sous vide, you can adjust the temperature depending on how exactly you want your steaks to be done. For me, I go for the medium rare. So I have my sous vide set to 130 Fahrenheit, not Celsius, okay, Fahrenheit. I have my food saver bag. It tends to marinate better and also tends to cook better if you do have one of those machines that sucks the air out of the bag itself. And generally, medium rare is about an hour to an hour and a half. So I have this one that I didn't season. So I'll just show you guys how it's seasoned. And I'll put it into a plastic bag. Onibro and I will eat one steak today. Tortoiselle, for those who don't know, is thick, basically sea salt, but much thicker and also a bit more sharp. Highly recommend that you get the correct kind. And you can salt this heavily because it's like an inch thick. And I have pepper. I prefer my steaks with a coarser grind of pepper. Like I want large, big old granules. Everything on steak should be big. So I'm going to take this little tong thing and push it down. Grab your steak and lift it up slowly. Turn it on its side, just the salt on the sides. So do a little tappy, and then turn on the side and keep going. I have my steak, and this one will be resting in the fridge until tomorrow. I prefer dry aging. Oni bro, put this back in the fridge before you sit down. So that's how you prepare your steak. The good thing about the vacuum seal kind is you can actually pre-salt and pre-pepper, and you can chuck this into the freezer, and then you can just cook it whenever you're ready. Aside from my steak, I usually like to have veggies. Okay, I know I'm not like Asmin, I should, but I can't. I'm I need veggies. Make it a little less unhealthy. I'm gonna make green bean casseroles instead. I actually really love green bean casseroles. We're gonna boil these beans first. I'm gonna cut my green beans. I'm gonna take off the butt ends. I could still use a lot more green beans, but I'll just put these in for now. Oh, water's boiling a little too strong. You just have to blanch it for a few minutes. 2 minutes? 3 minutes? I don't know. How are we doing on the time for the steak, guys? Oh my god, why am I doing this when I should be doing my potatoes? Oh my god. I brain farted. I should do potatoes first. They're gonna take so much longer. Done, maybe. I don't know, but let's see them. They're gonna be baking later as well. Okay, I'm gonna poke potatoes again. I guess I can do 3. While these are boiling, I'm going to wrap these in foil, and we're gonna bake these instead. So wrap them in foil, cover them up. I'm gonna throw this in the air fryer. I'm not gonna do it in the oven because I need the oven for the green bean casserole. Just roasting it or whatever for about 400 for 45 minutes. Let's see how long that goes for. Green beans are done on the side here. I'm gonna add in some onions and stuff, so I'm going to actually saute with this pan again.
45 minutes in the air.
Okay, this looks good to me. Okay, I'm so scared about searing my steak. It's gonna get so smoky in here. Okay, I'm gonna season my beans and because the cream of mushroom soup is salty, and also the chicken stock itself from the Costco rotisserie chicken salts in it. Oh, I should actually get some cheese. So I'm just doing like a tiny little sprinkling. I think I'm gonna add in more MSG than actual salt. For green bean casserole, you always want to get cream of mushroom soup, but the condensed version, okay? And I'm gonna thin it out with a little bit of chicken stock, milk if you want, but chicken stock is a good option. It's just gonna mix it a little bit. I got this in the get fried shallot, fried onion, something. Put a buttload in there. Wait, Oni bro, did you want bacon in your baked potatoes, or am I crazy? I'm assuming you want baked potatoes. I want to save a little bit of cheese for the potato, so I'm gonna put some cheese in here. I'm gonna put it in the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook it for about roughly 10 minutes. So generally, we're waiting for the cheese to boil or cheese to cook off, because everything else is already fully cooked. My oven has a timer, so you guys probably don't need to set a timer for me. 20 minutes on the steak timer, and in that time, I'll probably grate on cheese. It's so satisfying looking at cheese grated through the grating box. Oh, doesn't that kind of look like pimples through a pimple hole? And now I just ruined cheese grating for everybody. I don't think I like grated cheese anymore, Mom. Okay, I think my potatoes are done. Let me go fish out my potatoes. Oh, where's my bacon? Let me get my bacon first. Everything looks like it's getting ready, aside from the steak. Are you ready to look at my bacon? Look at that. Contain crispy bacon. Microwave. It's literally falling apart. If you like crispy bacon, I'm telling you, microwave is the way to go. Okay, I have chives and sour cream, so that's what Oni Bro requested. Oni Bro's literally like, I swear to God. Anything green, he's like, oh. Oh, you know what I can do? I should plate the potatoes, but twice bake them. Each one, I'm gonna cut in half. Not the way Asmin likes to do it. I know it's like baked. It's not microwave, so it's not perfect. But what a doobie. Oni Bro likes butter, so I'm just gonna cut pats of butter and put it on the potato. I'm gonna load on the cheese on the bottom, and I'm gonna put the bacon, and then I'm gonna do cheese on top. It's going off? Okay. My steak out. And the steak can just rest on the countertop while I finish off my potatoes, and we'll address the steak in a little bit. I don't know how long this is supposed to be. 5 minutes? Let's say 5 minutes. Under the bake section. Okay, it's steak time. Take your steak, put it on top, and you grab another layer of paper towel, and don't squeeze the shit out of it. Just dry it. So I'm gonna quickly tell you guys what I'm gonna do, because I think it's gonna pass rather quickly. Use a high smoke point, grapeseed oil, like what Techie recommended. Sesame oil, don't use butter in the beginning when you're trying to sear off. I also have have thyme, which I'm gonna be using to flavor the butter later when we're basting. Guys, look at the potatoes. Look at the potatoes. Okay. I'll set these aside. I'm gonna smash some garlic. I'm gonna get 3 big old cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna smash it gently. You don't want it to be too like broken up. So we're gonna turn the heat on to like medium high. I think it's hot enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19. Oh, the butter! Oh my god! I can't! No! I forgot. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm basting. Oh my god, I almost spilled the garlic all over the fire. I'm gonna put it back here now to let it rest. It's got a nice color on it though. Okay, casserole. Ooh, this is gonna be a disaster. You can't laugh, okay? So scared. Okay, I'm gonna look at it first. Okay, it's not bad. Ish, medium. Not medium rare, but it's pinkish. Okay, this is my plate. Not medium rare. I was hoping for medium rare, but it still looks okay for a medium. And Onibro is but his has like a bigger in it. Okay, Onibro, stop playing with this. And eat this. Give the people from home a rating. Onibro's not listening. I swear to God, if this gets 8 out of 10, I'm gonna cry. He's eating, he's chewing, he's thinking about it. Everyone's waiting tooth and nail. They're hanging on to it. Let me try the steak. What? It doesn't hit the spot. It's not smoking. It's good. After eating Husband steak. Oh, shut the f up. Onibro literally just looked me in the eyes and told me more jerky than steak. Okay, so what's your number? Oh my god, overall. Everyone get out here. I can't even talk to you right now. I can't. You guys are literally blind. Oh, I forgot to do the outro. Hi everyone, I finished the dish. That's it. Goodbye.
Oh my god, bro. It's just predictable. Hey man. Hey man, why don't you shut up and watch the movie? How about that? You keep talking. Make me. How about that? Alright, you wanna go? Let's go. You wanna go? Me and you right? Come on, let's go. Come on now.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Potato salad.
The guy that eats in the theaters.
What's up? Shut the fuck up. Yo, what's up? Live streaming the movie right now in this movie theater, and you can see my reactions. Live. Let's go. It's like the first live movie premiere. What's up, chat? Yeah, he's gotta go. He's gotta go. Get his ass.
He has a job, and I have a feeling he's gonna feed me.
In this video, I'll attempt to eat nothing but Turkish street food for 20 hours.
We are in Istanbul. We're gonna take you on a food tour like you have never seen before. Let's get to it.
Istanbul, the only major city that divides 2 continents, with Europe to the west and Asia to the east. This metropolis of 15 million is a melting pot for street food in the country. So let's get started. Simit. It's the most ubiquitous street food in the city. Or grab one for breakfast. Simit is a chewy, ring-shaped bread covered with sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds give it a ton of flavor because they're so toasted.
Straight bread is great, but I'm looking for something a little more substantial.
It is 9 in the morning, we are just starting the day, and we are starting with breakfast. We've come to a very typical Turkish breakfast spot. This is basically the Denny's of Turkey, although way better. Let's go inside and check it out. So this is the kitchen right behind me. There's some orders that are about to go out. If you sneak in here, you can see somebody has ordered some fried bread, some tea, even French fries for breakfast. It's amazing. I'm gonna go inside and figure out what's going on. We're starting with a local fried bread known as pishi. This one is gonna be stuffed with this, and also a little bit of cheese. So he starts with the dough, he flattens it out, he's put some oil on the counter already. He just gets a little rip of pastrami and then some cheese on top too. Close it up like an envelope, almost like an empanada. Give it a bit of a crimp, and that is gonna head off to the oil. Very nice. Welcome to It's heavy. I mean, obviously probably enough for 3 to 4 people. Let's just put two on the table. First of all, right here we have the minimum. We have feta cheese, some cheese I don't know, and then another cheese. We're going to have some bread, and then right here we have paste. Olives for breakfast. This is clotted cream with honey on top. We have pishi. This is a fried bread with cheese and pastrami inside. I'm just going to rip it right open, and we're going to see the cheese oozing, melting, and then he put a pretty conservative amount of pastrami on there. Bite right there. I'm going to go for it. Oh, delicious. The pastrami is like a little bit dry, super oily. This to me is a very heavy breakfast. I love this, but I don't know. I could eat half of these. How can with people eating this stay productive? It's different than Americans eating donuts, but if I eat just about 2 hours later, I'd be sleeping in my cubicle under the desk. Next, right here, we have the main course. This is the menemen.
If you're looking for a classic Turkish breakfast, go for the menemen. It starts with a combination of tomato paste and green chilies, and soon some toppings here are endless. This morning, I'm going with the spicy sausage. Then they add some rice and some mozzarella cheese. It's soup. It's not an omelet. It's menemen.
Take a look at this. You can see the big chunks of sausage. One thing you have to remember, whenever you're in a Muslim country like this, it's not going to be pork sausage. Let's stop talking. Let's try it out. How do you even categorize that? It is like a very wet, I mean, obviously super tomatoey. There's not really a spice to it. It's not spicy, but you can taste the fresh green chilies inside as well. I'm still trying to figure out if this is a spicy country or not. So far, my instinct is not really. So that is just to be eating Turkish food for 24 hours, which is not going to be that hard because we're in Turkey. Let's keep moving.
Most of Turkey's borders are surrounded by water, and in those waters,
I already have her at 25%.
Mussels, but with a little bit of a twist.
22 years ago, the owner of this establishment started on the street with his little platter, and he was so popular, or he got investments, or he went on Shark Tank, and then somehow he pitched them on making a whole restaurant with multiple flavors of mussels, and here we are. All right, let's go inside the kitchen. I didn't actually ask permission. Let's see what I'm doing. Action so far. Boom. Now I work here. So right here I've ordered some of the spicy mussels. He puts it in the steamer. Once those are hot, they're gonna come right out. Alright, just like that. And right now you can see he opens up each one and he puts it on the plate for us. Right out of the shell like it's. We also have some more modern mussel dishes right here. Fried mussels on a stick. I'm gonna try that out too. So right here we have 3 different courses, and I don't know, if you're a pirate in the 1700s, this is another course you might want to. So we have fried mussels and then 2 others right here. I want to stick with the fried ones immediately because they're hot and crispy, and I don't want them to cook soggy or anything like that. I feel like this is something you would see at Minnesota State Fair. It's on a stick, it's fried, but with it comes a very unique and interesting sauce. A sauce full of red peppers, garlic, vinegar, salt, and walnuts. Try it out. Oh wow, this sauce is slightly sour, really thick, very light. These mussels, my gosh, look how crispy this thing is. The way he cooked it is so interesting. He used a frying technique I've never seen before in my life. The mussels have already been battered, floured, they're on this tray here, getting the oil ready. First he puts it in the solution here of mineral water and baking soda. He says it's going to make it even more crispy, but I've never seen anything like that. I want to try one just alone. Crunchiness, but you can taste the mussels. this is but I'm a real traditionalist. So right here, we have the OG version. To be honest, when I first saw people selling mussels on the street, it freaked me out a little bit. I was looking for ice. I was looking for some way to preserve the mussels because sometimes it can still get hot. I see it inside. I see how it's prepared. It makes a little bit more sense to me. I mean, the rice is in there. The mussel's cooked already, and the shell's like a little lunchbox, keeping it fresh.
Mussels or migye dolma must have a fresh squeeze of lemon before you throw them back.
I secretly want him to feed me. Oh, right here, right here. Here's a green lemon. Glistening. And I'm talking, let's try this mussel. So many thoughts and emotions. You can see if I remove the mussel, there is a load of rice in there. It's a little taco. So you can see some of the seasonings on there too. The pepper, the cinnamon. When is the last time you had mussels with cinnamon? So this right here is a spicy version of this. The only difference is they put some chili paste on there as well. Give it some lemon. Oh, it's spicy. It's got a little bit of kick. I respect it. That's got to be the spiciest thing I've had so far in turkey. Oh wait, I've been dying to ask this since I was a kid. You guys eat turkey?
Yeah, for New Year's Eve.
So that is mussels in Turkey. It's a completely different approach to this seafood, what I've never seen. It's really fun to try out. We've just entered a Turkish pickle. Pickle everything you can imagine. Let's take a quick look. Two different types of chilies. Garlic, pickles. Here we have carrots. They've got chilies. They've got small pickles. They just pickled a whole chili. They've got cauliflower. They've got jalapenos, okra, a little bit of everything. I'm going to get kind of a grab bag of random pickles. Let's go for it.
You'll find pickled veggies of all kinds. Then there's the pickled fruits and even just some straight up pickled juice.
Some pickling I see going on in this establishment is downright reckless. Somewhere, you can't pickle a pine cone. You can't even eat a pine cone, can you? I want to try this. This is one ripe plum. That's interesting because it tastes like a little sour apple. This is a pickled unripe melon. They begged me to slice it, and I said no. So let's see how much I regret that. Probably slicing is a good idea. Very intense, different from a cucumber type pickle. I like it. I give this one a passing grade. Of course, if the pickles get to be too much, you can fill it with pickled juice. And I believe it's a pickle. I heard they have a giant bottle in the back of the bottle. The weirdest among us have finished all the pickles and thought, I'll drink some pickle juice. Right here we have a cabbage bundle. It's like a pickled vegetable roll. Wow, this would be so good if you they have really finely minced cabbage and carrots and stuff in there. It tastes quite good. Here, an entire eggplant. That's the weirdest one so far. Overall, I love the way they prepare it. I think the move here, cut everything small, have it with something else, have it with beer or wine or your meal, in between other heavy bites, in between heavy meat or cheese, and it sounds pretty good. I don't think anyone's meant to just see this a complete animal.
Our final location is cooking up kebabs on a massive scale. You may be familiar with the famous glittering Turkish donut kebabs, but this is also a kebab, and this is a kebab too, Firin kebab.
Welcome to Birdventures. This is a restaurant specializing in all things lamb meat. I've got the meat man right next to me right here. We're going to do a quick meat tour.
Firin kebab is made from giant chunks of lamb cooked in their own animal hours.
Right there we have a lamb, and with one flick of the spoon, the meat just comes right off. So you can see how extremely soft and tender that meat is. Do you want to try some too? Oh, just me? All right. So oily, so rich, juicy, and decadent, incredibly soft, gentle lamb flavor.
But we're
going to order a few different meat selections and then see how they prepare it. This is the lamb neck right here. We've got the shoulder. Oh, he has to stop after this. I could not possibly eat this in a week. This is so good. He just gives a thumbs up. He says, yeah, take it. You came to the wrong place if you're not hungry.
Next, the plate is covered with a thin layer of dough before heading straight to the oven.
Time has passed, and this is complete. This is what I call a long Turkish pizza. It takes a lot of skill to not tear this, to not put a hole into the dough itself. Next comes a big heaping mound of chopped lamb, tomato, green pepper, parsley, just a plethora of inside. He says to the baker, good luck. So he puts it to the very tippy tip of his wooden oar. This could be used to propel a ship. Right now it's being used to cook pizza. It's just going to be made with meat, but here you can see one that's just been made with delicious, gooey, bubbling cheese. All right, ours is about to come out in one moment. Boom, look at that thing. That is massive. Chef, thank you. Amazing. So we've just of course right here about 3 feet of food. I like to measure my food in feet. It looks like we have some fried chili, some lemon, that meat sauce on top, and then some cilantro too, I believe. They have chopped it up to make it much easier to eat. I should have kept it in one piece, but I forgot to let them know. It is super it's really just kind of been into the dough. It's surprisingly soft in the middle, kind of crunchy on the edges. You can see how it's cooked underneath. Edges are a little bit more brown. They said you can do cheese or meat, but not both. I mean, they would do both for me, but traditionally people would have one or the other. Let's go for it. Half doughy, half crackery, a hint of lamb flavor, tons of spices. I love how juicy it is. That's our warm-up, that's our appetizer. I'm ready for that main course. Let's bring it down. The main course is here. And Hussein, the owner of the restaurant, as you couldn't tell from all the pictures, caricatures of him around the restaurant. This is not complete because he has a giant knife, and I don't think he's mad at me. He's gonna stab this. All right, at this point, he's away the bread. Now, normally, guests would not have seen anything at this point, so this would be a complete surprise as to what's inside. For me, it's a second surprise. Oh, yes. I have a feeling he's gonna feed me. We've got some bread, some meat in there. Oh my God, it's succulent and soft. It's so delicious. Like the oil is making my lips right now. This is rib meat.
Yes, couple that.
Oh my God, it's like barbacoa. Are there spices on here?
No spices.
No spices.
Soft, red, purukya.
They put some of the tail fat in there to help give it flavor, but really the meat has so much flavor already. It doesn't really need any help. Barbacoa that I had in Mexico, outstanding. He's making airplane sounds. This is like a meat masterpiece. One of the best lambs I've ever had in my life. I think I can do myself from here on out, if you'll allow me. I've got some gloves right here of my own. I have gloves, but I also don't want my hands to the lamb because then I'm going to have stray dogs following me. The dogs here are huge, and it's because they eat tourists. The neck is really one of my favorite parts. I just want to eat it as it is, like this. Incredibly soft. You can see here, it's just so full of musculature and meat. It's been sitting here for a long time, and it is so hot. Put some neck meat on the cracker. Stupid good. It is incredibly rich, as you can imagine. I'm super impressed. It's one of the most interesting places I've ever been to, especially to eat lamb. Nobody does it like this place. Delicious lamb flavor, a lot of care, love, and time. Each body part as they cook it. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Boom, guys, that is the end of the video. I want to say a huge thank you to Culinary Backstreets at culinarybackstreets.com for making this happen. They are a food tour company. They're doing food tours here in Istanbul and around the world. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found all these awesome, interesting, and unique places here in this city. I always recommend doing a food tour. If you're short on time, if you want to get the most out of your time while you're traveling or on vacation, do a food tour and do it here with culinarybackstreets.com. That is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Welcome to the Best Ever merch store, where you can check out our brand new designs. Best Ever bandanas in black, white, and red. The Please Send Nudes hoodie, pillow soft fabric with a quality custom graphic inlay. And our street food around the world graphic tee. We're now shipping everywhere around the world. Just visit shopbesteverfood.com or click the link in the description below to get your new merch today. A peace.
His name is John C.
Huh? Oh, someone got the sound thing. Let's see.
What?
Someone played a sound that was John Cena. It was loud.
Oh, that's so mean. I don't know what we're making here. We've made like 5 different flavoring bowls.
Bum, 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 bum.
my knockoff cooking tutorial for my koi pond mousse cake. I poured way too many hours of my life into this, so I hope you enjoy. Starting with the nirikiri, you'll need sweet white bean paste, sweet rice flour, and a little bit of water. Nirikiri is a Japanese confectionery that I use to make the koi and other decorations. To the rice flour, add a tablespoon of water at a time, mixing until you reach a melty ice cream consistency, for lack of a better descriptive phrase. In total, I use around 2 tablespoons of water. In a saucepan, add the bean paste and rice flour. Until well combined to form a thick paste. Transfer to a stovetop at low heat, constantly with a spatula until no longer sticky and turns into a soft dough. At this point, the dough should still be warm. Knead until smooth. Cover it in plastic wrap and let rest until completely cool. And this is the finished nirikiri dough. Section it off into individual portions to be fried. Make sure to cover the pieces you're not using with plastic wrap to keep them from sticking. I'm using gel coloring because that's what I have, but powder color will also work well. These are the colors I used for my original koi cake, but they can be customized however you'd like. Starting with the lily pads, roll out a small portion of the green dough and flatten it between 2 sheets of parchment paper. Carefully cut out a small wedge from the circle, and that's a lily pad. I like to make a few extra of various sizes, so I have a selection to choose from when I decorate. Now for the lilies, roll out a strip of colored dough. I used pink and flatten it into a long sheet. Past this point, there really isn't a set technique. I'm really just BSing it too. But I like to trim off the top and bottom and section it across the center to kind of even it out. Cut out each individual petal of the flower. The general shape should be shaped at the ends. To shape the petals, use a needlepoint tool to make an indent down the center, then pinch together each end. This is a really tedious process, and honestly, this entire thing is just a huge inconvenience. You only really need maybe 20 petals or so to make a decent flower, but extras can't hurt. To assemble the flower, combine the petals by pressing them together at one end. I like to start with 5 petals in the center and then work my way out. The size of the petals don't have to be consistent, but typically petals on the outside will be longer than the ones in the center. Once you're happy with your flower, cut off the bottom and attach it to the lily pad. With the remaining green dough, flatten it out and cut out the leaves for the cattails. The process is the same as before, just bigger in size. Next, for the koi fish, use white nirikiri dough to form the body. The general shape is a bit curved with a wider head and thinner tail. For the pattern in the toy, break off small pieces of colored dough. Here I use orange. Gently press them onto the body where you want the patterns to be. Use a needlepoint tool to spread the colored dough into irregular shapes to mimic the iconic color patterns of a koi fish. Here I'm doing the same with the Don't get disheartened if it looks weird at the beginning, just trust the process. For the tail and fins, flatten a small piece of white dough and cut out the desired shape. Attach them onto the body with the needlepoint tool. I completely forgot to add the dorsal fins on these toys, so if you want anatomically good fish, add a small fin on the back of the koi. For the eyes, I use black sesame seeds, but you can also use the black nirikiri dough. For a 6-inch cake, typically I make 3 koi fish. For the rest of the decorations, combine what's left of the white dough with a little bit of black at a time to form different shades of gray. Then roll out various sizes of pebbles and rocks to lay at the bottom of the pond. For the cattails, color the remaining plain nirikiri dough brown. Roll out thin pieces of dough and attach them to small bamboo skewers. These are the basic elements of the koi cake, but you can make practically any decorations you'd like with the nirikiri dough. Onto the mousse cake, you'll need milk, egg yolks, sugar, gelatin, and white chocolate for the custard. You'll also need heavy cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract for the base. Add a few tablespoons of milk to the gelatin, mixing until completely saturated. Set aside to cool, and in a saucepan, put in the egg yolks, sugar, and remaining milk. Mix well and transfer to a stovetop at low heat, stirring constantly until the custard thickens up. If you're using a bar of white chocolate or cayenne, you chop it up on preferably a more stable cutting board than mine, and add it to the custard while still warm. also add in the bloomed gelatin and mix until melted and smooth. Transfer to a separate bowl and cover with plastic wrap. In the bowl of a stand mixer, add in your heavy cream. Whip the cream at low to medium speed for about 4 minutes. Once the cream just begins to thicken, add in the powdered sugar and vanilla extract. The consistency we're looking for is whipped but still a bit runny, just before it hits soft peaks. Add the custard into the whipped cream and fold until well combined. Split the mousse evenly into 2 separate containers, and at this point, if it becomes too thick to work with, you can microwave it for 15 seconds at a time. Color 1/2 blue using gel or powdered coloring. Minutes into the video and we're finally at the cake portion of the cake. For the base, use a layer of your favorite cake. I used chiffon cake that I colored gray. To keep it neat, I'm lining the outside with a sheet of acetate and securing with a ring mold. Pour in the first layer of mousse and refrigerate until completely set. Then do the same with the second layer of blue mousse. For the jelly layer, I actually use lychee coconut jelly cups. They taste way better than agar powder, although it's a pain to open each one. In total, I used approximately 25. Microwave in 30-second intervals until completely melted. The brand I used has cubes of coconut jelly inside that I took out after melting. Add gel coloring and mix well. And finally, for my favorite
Oh my
part,
goodness.
assembly and
That was deep
decoration.
sleep.
For my base layer, I placed the pebbles along with 1 koi fish.
I told you guys I was tired.
Pour in half of the jelly for the first layer.
Good night, everybody.
Koi fish followed by the second layer of jelly. To finish, top it off with the lilies, lily pads, and cattails. And that was the full, far too complicated process of making this cake. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I'm numb at this point, but please let me know what other tutorials you might like to see. This was kind of painful to film on my $10 tripod and iPhone, and also the footage in this video is from 2 separate attempts to film, so that's why the cakes don't look exactly the same. But all that aside, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you here again.